Hello everyone, I'm Maria, this is Sean, and we're the Richardson Simple Living. You'll have to excuse all the noises around us today. The gas men are drilling outside and the tumble dryer's on, so hopefully you can hear us all right. But yes, today is Thursday and it's our cooking day, or Sean's homeschool cooking day, and we're going to be doing an egg custard. So yeah, before I do that actually, I want to say a big thank you to Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads for doing the collab with me, and a big thank you to all my new subscribers. It's wonderful to have you on board, and thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Thank you. So without further ado, we'll get on with our cooking then. And I forgot to put the weighing scales out. I was thinking there's a gap there. Normally we're so squeezed for space. I'm thinking something's missing. It's the scales. I'll just get them down off my cupboard. There, that's better. So to do the egg custard then, Sean, find where we are on the scale. Like I said before, we're old-fashioned in pounds and ounces. There you are, I think that's right. So we're going to have to make the pastry first so we can line the flan dish before we do the egg custard mix. So first, pastry. So take flour out. So we need 8 ounces of plain flour. You know where your 8 is on the ounce? Yeah, that's right. We need that. Mine's all adrift today. We've got Sean's orthodontic appointment this afternoon, and a bit of a tiz was about that because parents aren't allowed to go in, and Sean's never been anywhere on her own, so she's a bit nervous. So I've had to send an email to them this morning to confirm the appointment and to say that she's not had no symptoms and nobody in the house has, etc, etc. So we sent that this morning, and then there's instructions that you can't go through your normal door. She has to go to the side door, knock, step back, wait for somebody to come, and they'll take her through. She's got to gargle with this special mouthwash, and then she's got to wash her hands for 20 seconds, and then do some questions with her, which I don't know how that will fare out with Sean because she never speaks to people she doesn't know, ever. You're lucky if you're getting a hello out of her. And I think she's having impressions because she needs to have a brace because she's got one tooth that comes out. So they said that her bottom jaw needs bringing out slightly, a bottom layer. So they're going to do that first and then do the brace for the top, which hopefully she won't need a tooth pulling out to bring it back. Because my eldest son, he had to have 2 teeth out from there and just have the top brace to pull it back. So we'll see how it goes. I think she has to have this bottom one for a year first anyway, so we won't worry about that just yet, or we'll get all in the fluster if we worry too much. So yeah, I'm bitten it is today, not know what we're doing. So if you want to put your flour in there then, Sean, and then we measure out the fat then. I think I do 2 of, well, I don't use lard, I use like a substitute type. And 2 of margarine. Like I've probably showed you before, I use the stalk. It's well, not a lard. It's, I don't really know what you'd call it. It's just like I don't know. It doesn't say what it is, but it's vegetarian anyway, and it tastes far nicer. If we want 2 of that, I've popped a knife there for you, Sean. So if you just take a slice, I've already stopped it, we'll turn that way. If we sort of go to there-ish, be about 2, yeah. Cut across and then pop it in. That normally measures about 2. What is that? Oh, bang on the dot. Tell how many years I've been doing this. And then just get your spoon and the baking margarine, and you want 2 of that, so just take a spoon and measure that as you go. Put another 2 so it comes up to 4. Probably need a bit more. So how was everybody's week then? Ours just been filled with gas men. We've still got the great big hole in our front garden. It appears that ours is like a mains part where a lot of the other neighbours are all connected to. So we've had the biggest hole dug, and yesterday they were unreeling this ginormous yellow flex cable and feeding it into the hole, and it went right down the road. Apparently it served quite a lot of houses and went, oh, I don't know how many houses, 20, 30 houses down the road. Everybody's what? Christmas truce.
Everyone is. Christmas truce.
What's that got to do with the gas man?
Because it's a trench.
Oh, a trench. Oh. Right, pop that in there then, Sean. So, yes, our week's been full of the gas, and they leave their digger on our drive. They asked if they could leave it on as well, but it's not a giant one, it's a small one. So we've got that on a drive, so they come and go and fetch that. And we've been trying to put the Christmas decorations out, and we've got the top half done, but we like to go all the way down the bottom of the garden, all the way down with candy canes, and like the walls we've got reindeer. I don't know if we get that done. They're saying they're nearly finished with ours. They took a lot of equipment away yesterday, but we've still got the big hole and all the barriers around it. So I'm hoping maybe the lorry might come later and fill it in, or tomorrow, we don't know. Right, should we put that lid on there? Oh, let's switch it on. Turn it down a bit, won't it? There we are, let's make it into breadcrumbs. So, sorry about more noise now. So yeah, that's mainly been our week. And lots of schooling, Sean. We showed you last week a lot of the lessons. Let's say letters then. Oh, that never works. A lot of the lessons we've been doing. I'd like to do a bit more of a hands-on approach, so we're going to review it all for January. Although you can't really go anywhere and do a great deal at the moment. Let's just get a knife to scrape that away from the side. Non-stuck to side and give it another. Right, we want 60 ml of water in there. It's quite good this, because it's got like a little measuring cup on. So I have to run the tap a bit, because my husband's just had hot water. He couldn't get in the lock on his shed, so he took some hot water to pour over it so he can unlock it. I think he's got in now. There we are. Remember how I showed you before, to chuck it in slowly while it's switched on, and then it'll form a ball. We'll move these scales. Trouble is, it's where to move things to that's the problem. You're supposed to tip it in while it's on. I said while it's. Oh, you haven't done it. Told you we're all in the chisels. We don't know what we're doing. That's it. Keep slowly. So I'm going to keep everything out, because when Sean's finished cookery today, I'm going to batch bake a load of pastry so I can freeze it ready to do my mince pies. Normally do them about the second week of December to make them. So yes, it's forming a nice ball now. So we'll just cover this up and push it away. There we are, we've got a nice. Let's just make sure the side is dry. You can actually pop that back in there for now. I'm going to carry on with it. Right, so what we're going to do now, then I'll do this as the last time when you did this. It went poof. We had a ginormous mound. Not a sprinkling. Pop that in there, look. In there. See how that goes. I think I bought the rolling pin in somewhere amongst everything. Roll your pin through it, Sean, so that you've got the flour on your pin. Right, so do you want to take that out? Don't forget your brush with your hands. We still do some things manually. Oh dear. I said mind it together. Together. You really must attempt to do this yourself, you know.
Yeah, we're wrong.
Yeah. So it's a nightmare. I'm sure you're supposed to keep doing that with it. And then we can roll it out. Did some rolling out before, didn't you? To roll it so it's round. So we've got to fit it into our flan dish. There's our flan dish. I'm not sure if that's an 8-inch or a 9-inch. Maybe a 10-inch. I'm not sure. I just have all these pots, pans, plates, dishes, and I just know what fits what, really. Not very professional, is it? There you go. Turn it around like that. Okay. Should be able to turn it that easy as long as you've got the right amount of flour that it doesn't stick. So while I'm doing my batch bake of pastry this afternoon, or straight after this, Sean is going to be working on an essay today because it is America's Thanksgiving Day. So happy Thanksgiving to anybody from America who's watching.
Or Canada.
It's not their Thanksgiving today.
Really.
Theirs was October, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely day and a great time, even under all the situation that's happening around the world, but the best time you possibly can.
Okay.
So, I want a bit more flour, just draw a bit more. Slip. Yeah, roll it that way. That's what you keep doing, turning it, rolling it so you've got a nice round. So yeah, she's going to do an essay, work on an essay, do some research about America's Thanksgiving, how it all came about, the background behind it all and what people do. So she's going to work on that this afternoon. Something a bit different today. We've not bothered with maths. We'll probably do some reading because I think reading is important. Probably one of the most important things anyone can do, because if you can read, you can do anything else. So we're going to be doing the reading still, just a little bit more now. Concentrate on them areas, look, 'cause it's thinner up there than down there. So we're going to do that, and then she'll do her essay, which will be quite interesting. So yeah, so I say she hadn't done English today, but of course writing an essay is English, and it's history combined as well, because of the subject she's doing. Although we do history again tomorrow Friday, yes. I can't believe where the weeks go, they just fly by. There we are, we'll see if we can fit it on now, Sean. So what you need to do now, you put it on there, right? Grab the ends of your rolling pin, both ends, and roll it round. Lift it, and guide it down. There we go. We'll go a bit more this way. We've already greased the bowl. I did that before we started. Along with washing our hands, we do that before I switch the camera on. It's all fitted lovely. So with the knife, what you need to do, if you hold it and go like that all the way round. Can you do that? Yeah? Do you want to have a go? Or you ready to have a go? Or do this with your other hand. And then just go gently round it. It's a sharp knife, so be careful. That's it. Just, so you're hitting the side of the thing. Then you can swing it round in that hand. You can use your other hand. That's it. And then doing that, we'll do the filling then. Actually got some eggs to use from our own chickens today. They've been laying, I'm not sure which ones are laying because there's 6 in there. I don't think it's the Bull Orpingtons. I think it's a couple of the hybrid ones. But we have been getting 2 every other day. So that's quite nice. I mean, it's very frosty out, so I'm not really expecting them to lay because there's not much light out, well, many light hours I should say, It's dark early, and it's very cold and frosty. So, and of course, oh, excuse me, and of course, the chickens I've had, they've only just come to point of lay, so I don't really expect a lot of eggs till spring. I think it will just be the odd one or two. So over winter, I shall be buying eggs, especially when I make the Christmas cake. I mean, most people have done the Christmas cake now and they've got them soaking in brandy and covered. But in our house, they won't have the brandy in it. Well, most people don't like Christmas cake because of the fruit in it. But my husband, who loves it, won't have any alcohol in it. No brandy, no nothing in it, so I can't do that. Nobody likes marzipan or icing. So it doesn't get marzipan, it doesn't get ice. So I don't know how it can be called a Christmas cake, but I would love to just put marzipan and icing on, even though I don't like it. I'm willing to cut it off and throw it, but I just want to make the cake with the whole thing, you know. I just like doing that sort of thing. But no, we won't have it. So anyway, we've got our pastry case now, all lined. Now we're going to do the filling, so I'm just going to get the bits we need. So we want a jug, that's the one thing I haven't brought out, is a jug to mix it in. We're going to do a pint. This bowl takes a pint. Not plate, not bowl. So what we're going to do then, Sean, on the eggs so they don't roll off. What we're going to do is mix the eggs and the sugar together. We need to warm the milk first. How much milk is we want? A pint, wasn't it? I just said that, haven't I? I've got to be careful not to drop my eggs and smooth the eggs, or then smashed eggs. Sorry if I'm chuntering behind you. I'm trying to make room to get my microwave door open. Check what we're doing. And now moving things onto the coffee table to make space. Right, we want a pint of milk, Sean. So do you know where the pint line is? Let's have a look for you. Pints on this side. There, look. Can you see that there where it says 1? Mm-hmm. That's where you've got to go to. That where it says 1. And we need to do the egg and sugar mix. Seem to be missing one of my mediums. Oh, I bet it's Dean's took my jug. Hello. Yeah, that's lovely. I'll pop that in the microwave just to warm. So that's another noise for you all to hear. It doesn't say how to warm, I'll just stick that over there. So now we're going to do the eggs and the sugar in here. So, do you want to crack the eggs? I'm not as organised as I thought. So I haven't got all the cups and forks out. Right then. You know how to do the eggs, don't you? Crack each one. You have to whisk and pour it into the jug. Just move that out of the way. Clean all our mess up afterwards. I wonder if we get any double yolkers. I always say that, don't I? We were doing well for them. Then the chickens didn't lay anything for a while, and now they're laying again. Just a little amount, but it's good. Next summer we'll probably have loads. Won't want to do them, but I'll probably see if we can sell one. Because we've got the ducks and they lay a lot of eggs in the springtime. They're not laying now. So we'll probably see about selling them. After all, if we want to live more self-sufficient and a lifestyle like that, all the surplus that we're not going to use or can't use and it'll go on, we should sell really and get some money back for the things that we need to buy. Yeah, it's brilliant. Pop that in there. At the moment my husband is working on the duck pen. He's got a week off this week and he'll go back now Tuesday because he's self-employed and he's got all his rounds worked out now up to Christmas. So from Tuesday he'll make a start on them right up until Christmas, but he's off this week. And so he's been working on the duck pen in the garden. Oh, it's much bigger than what we thought. It looks so big when we just put the ground wood down. But now it's all built up from the ground.
The microwave.
It's looking huge. There, needs a quick whisk and put in there, then the next one. Measure the sugar out then. It's putting it on too, it's quite warm, so time shines on it, will be just warming up. So yeah, the ducks are going to have a lovely home across the way from where they are now, and then he's going to do the chicken pens out. Because the ones where the chickens are at the moment, it seems to have a leak at one end, and he's tried repairing it, So I don't know whether the roof's going to have to come off and start again to see what's happening, I don't know. But he said he'll put them all into the ones where the ducks are for the time being while he sorts that one out. I think he's going to sort the ones where the ducks are first and move them in there while he sorts that one. Then he's putting the hybrid ones in back in where they are now. And the Orpingtons are going into the one where the ducks are now, because I'm hoping to breed them. Yeah, there we go. I mean, we lost our cockerel, our Buff Orpington cockerel, a month or so ago now. So we're going to have to get a new cockerel if we breed with them. But what I'll do, I'll order some fertile eggs. I'll put some in the incubator, so that'll be nice for spring. We'll be able to watch them. And I might get another half a dozen and put them under the Buff Orpingtons, because they are very broody girls, very broody. So I shall put it under them and we'll see what we get. If I get the eggs from two different places, then maybe I can breed with the younger ones and retire the older one. Well, they're not that old actually, they're only about 18 months. They were born, 2 years probably. They were born not last September, September before. Right, we're going to measure the sugar now then, Sean. So we have all these plans for our garden, and heading towards being as self-sufficient as we can. Just chuck the sugars in there. Once I put my books, how much you want. I don't do these every day. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Oh, it's a spoonfuls of sugar, so we don't need that then. It's just spoonfuls. Shows how often I do this. I used to make custards in the summertime.
Very poppins.
Poppins.
Spoonful of sugar.
Right. It's about 4 spoons into your egg mix and Sean, and just mix it.
Like this one.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
there.
Put them in there, yeah, in the egg mix. Yeah, keep going. The only person who uses sugar in this house when I'm not baking is one of my sons. Because none of us have sugar in anything.
That's 4.
Show another for luck. There's always got to be something in there for luck. Right, mix that up then with your spoon. Oh, I dream of a bigger kitchen. So yeah, when we've done this, what I've got is the oven is warming on gas mark 7 whilst we're doing this. Then it goes, when you put it in, you cook it for 10 minutes on gas mark 7, then you turn it down for 20 minutes on gas mark 4. And hopefully in that time it should be set and nice. I mean, sometimes I've left it a bit longer, but you know when you look at it that it needs to come out. Right then, if you want to pour that mix into your milk, pour that into your milk.
All of it.
All of it, scrape it all into your milk. Scrape it out with your spoon. Then mix it all around so it's all nicely mixed. Now look, pop that in the bowl right away. Push that. I'll have to clean up a bit. So I've got some space to do my pastry. still no sign of my apple trees and plum trees. I mean, I won't worry because of obviously the gas thing, but they said, the last email I had said it might not be till the end of December. But they've not mentioned my raspberries or the rhubarb. So, but they never set an actual date for them. So they could probably come any time, I don't know. But they said they will let you know when they post it out, so hopefully they do. But I know where my rhubarb's going. I still haven't decided where the raspberries are going, and I've had to hurry up and plan somewhere because there's 10 raspberry canes. And I do love raspberries. I love summer when all the food starts to grow. Oh, it's lovely. And hopefully we'll have lots more of it next year, and I can devise my menus then, what we want. I'm working on a monthly menu at the moment. I'm nearly there. How long have I been saying this? And to see what I can eat each day. But I want to swap things on it then for things out of the garden as they grow. Right then, is that got a good old stir? I could have whisked it, but stirring just as good to me. Right, there you go then. If you want to pour that into your pastry case, pour it slowly so it doesn't splash everywhere. Some people sieve it, but I've never bothered. That's it, pour it all in. Keep going so the egg doesn't settle at the bottom. Then we just sprinkle ground nutmeg on it. There we go. If you just want to sprinkle carefully, not like what's it the other day? That's it, sprinkle in different areas. Do not trust yourself. I'm itching to do it. Yeah, so you want me to have a go to the head. There we go. So now this is, like I said, going in the oven for, on gas about 7 for 10 minutes. I'll carry it because it's so runny. I'm often in danger of dropping it, never mind Sean. And that's what it looks like. I can show it to you without spilling it. I can see that. I don't lift it any higher. So I'm putting that into the oven now, which is already warmed up. Got to watch it don't burn your fingers or spill the milk over the edge. That's the trouble. Right, so just 10 minutes on the clock. Like that, 20 past. So yeah, it'll go in there now. 10 minutes on gas mark 7, then another 20 minutes on gas mark 4. Give or take, if you look at it you can tell. So that's that for now. So we'll show you what it's like when it comes out the oven. So we'll see you in a little while. We're back now. The custard is done. Sean's gone upstairs. She's doing some studying, ready to do her essay on American Thanksgiving and the history of it. So I thought I'll just show you the egg custard. It took a little bit longer. I think I had to leave it in about 10 minutes longer, but that's not too bad. So I'll just swing you around. You can see that. If you can see that all right. Next to it, look, I've done my pastry already, my batches of pastry. 4 nice big rolls. So they're just resting at the moment, and then they're going to go into the freezer, ready for when I do the mince pies, which will be in a couple of weeks' time. So that's always a nice job when it's out of the way. So yeah, that's that. I don't think I'll see you over the weekend now, unless something exciting happens, or something not exciting that I want to tell you about. So Monday, I hope to do a vlog on Monday. It'll be just a chit-chatty vlog, telling you, probably, I'm hoping to have some plans of what we want to do, like with the garden and the animals we've got. Home life, school life, just a general chat really about it all and what's going on at the moment. So yeah, I'll let you get on. And I know it's only Thursday, but I shan't see you now till Monday, I don't think. So hopefully you'll all have a very good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Take care everyone. Bye.